as your skin gets more mature, you actually want to scale back the texture, the thickness, the pigment.
I sweat from the eyes.
I sweat from everywhere.
But then it's like the perfect little bench for sweat to sit in when it starts to come down from your forehead.
I prep my under eye completely separately to my face because my under eye needs more work.
Our second question is from Liz. Hi, Liz. She says, hello, you beauty. Hope you're doing well. I have a question for the pod. What is the best way to do my under eye concealer to make it stay for the day? Is there a primer that is good for this? My job is quite physical in nature and I don't have time for retouching during shifts. ... Sometimes I look in the mirror at the end of the day and my concealer has slid all over the place and my eyes look wrecked. I mean, same. I have a client-facing job, so I need to look a bit put together for the duration of my work time. Help! 3 exclamation points. Thank you so much. This is interesting because often we get the questions about concealer with how to stop it in fine lines. This one's just in general, how do I make it stay?
Well, that's what I would like to clarify because I can help Liz make it stay, but how client-facing are her clients? Are they within 3 meters? Like we can make it stay, but it will be long wear. It will settle in fine lines, to a degree, or it will look like stage makeup. If she wants it to feel fresh and not kind of set in for the day, it's kind of, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Agreed. I think the same thing with lip products. We
Me
often
too.
get
That's why I don't wear lipstick because I've tried the long wear ones and I just don't. It just, I commit to the reapplication or I just don't bother.
That's it.
We can I'm going to give you what I think, Liz. I'd also like to know how old you are because I feel like I could kind of do this a decade ago. And, as your skin gets more mature, you actually want to scale back the texture, the thickness, the pigment because although it's called concealer, it really is a layer of something and it's kind of just going to sit on and highlight, not in a highlighter way, but, emphasize some parts if it's not done right.
Yeah, that's so true. Especially depends how much product you're using.
Honestly.
So that was like one of my points, which I'll let you go first.
Okay.
But one of my points was going to be like maybe a bit less product.
Way less. I mean, prep is everything with, the rest of your face as well. I prep my under eye completely separately to my face because my under eye needs more work. So I will do my skincare and then I'll pop on a silicone eye mask. This is if I'm going somewhere fancy and I've got time to do my makeup, not every single day, but I'll pop on one of those silicone eye masks that will help kind of in the moment smooth out lines and kind of plump. Then I'll put a tiny bit of an eye serum on, like I'm talking chia seed, and just tap it in because if you've got too much hydration, it's just going to slip and slide and not absorb. Like literally a tiny bit until it's kind of a bit tacky. And then I would this is me if I'm going somewhere, a teeny tiny bit of eye brightener. There's a bunch of ones that are really good. The Zoeva one's great. Really doesn't matter. They're kind of like a pinky fleshy peach.
Yes.
And a tiny bit on the inner corner.
Stunning.
And then your concealer, again, teeny tiny bits. Don't do that triangle that was on YouTube, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even use the wand or the doe foot anymore if it is a doe foot. I'll literally like pop it on my finger and tap, tap, tap because otherwise you end up tapping it all and then you're like, oh dear, your whole face is concealer.
And now I've actually done a full face.
Yes. And then look, setting is an interesting one. I would use the tiniest bit of translucent on kind of a medium fluffy brush. For me, that's still immediately, it sets it for sure, but it then sets into my lines. I've got a few concealers to recommend. None of them are perfect. None of them are going to make you look like you did your makeup at 8 a.m. by 6 p.m. and still be there but be flawless. We both have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Wrinkle Waterproof Concealer. This will last you for the rest of your life. It's $57. When I was back at Cosmo, one of my good friends there, the features editor, she's a beautiful Greek woman and she has quite dark natural circles, and she said, I'm going to do my own makeup and help me do my concealer. And I was like, yikes. She got this. We practiced for a few weeks and you literally need like the head of a match. Don't use more.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap. This needs setting though, and it literally will stay there all day. I also wore that on my wedding day, but I needed to touch it up. House Lab Skin Tech Concealer, very popular, $53. One of my faves that I'm actually back in using a lot at the moment is the Basics by B Alter Ego, $45. She's an Aussie brand.
Basics by B.
Very good. Another crowd favorite all around the world is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. That's that big doe foot. It's pretty good at doing a bit of everything. I start under my eye and then I'm kind of putting it all over my face, cheap as chips. And then one I ordered when I was researching.
What a throwback brand.
Krylon. Well, it's a kind of like a stage,
yes.
very heavy coverage like performance makeup. And I was funny that this question came up because a girlfriend of mine is a makeup artist and she was telling me about the Kryolan products she's using at the moment. I was like, whoa, is it, Rocker Stedford?
Yeah.
Jumped on their website and they've got one called the Kryolan Professional Makeup Digital Complexion Concealer, $39. And it's not a hardcore coverage one like all their other ones. Hasn't arrived yet but has good reviews so far, so I'll report back. But look, it is what it is. Like when you go and do a wee, just like
exactly. That was literally one of my top tips is when you go to the toilet, wash your hands, obviously.
Yes.
Just do that regardless of whether you're touching your concealer. And then just take your clean ring finger and just press the product
That's
back
what
in.
I do sometimes. You don't even need to take product with you. But if it's settled a bit or set, which is good, just the warmth of your fingers, just tap, 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 like medium tap, and it'll kind of just bring it back to life a little bit.
Yeah. It is tough though, especially if I'm a face sweater. I'm not sure how sweaty Liz is.
Well, either way, it's sliding off or setting in.
Yeah, and especially if you're number one working outside and then number two, I'm kind of imagining maybe she's like a park ranger or like she's working in a zoo or something.
She's at a desk.
No, she says she works outside.
Where?
My job is quite
physical
in nature.
She's a PE teacher.
Yeah, maybe. I thought maybe she's like a zookeeper or something.
Oh, you mean in like nature?
Well, maybe.
I thought you meant like in its
just outside.
No, in nature, like as in like you are very kind in nature.
Oh, no, I'm thinking she's out in
like
the
in
bush.
the jungle.
Yeah.
Oh, forget
I
it.
don't know.
Anyway, now we need to know, Liz, do you work in the jungle?
Yeah, tell us where you work. But then also
sunscreen, Liz, sunscreen.
But then also being client facing, so I was like, that's why I thought maybe she's like, like a zoo ranger
a nurse
or something. Maybe. And she's like telling people about the animals and stuff. That's where my mind went.
She says shifts and physical and client facing.
Yeah. Anyways, but I can just imagine that if number one, you're outside and then number two, you're talking a lot. Yeah. So you're sweating, you're also moving your face. You're probably very expressive. I've just made up a whole backstory for Liz. But
it's true. The outdoors is a whole other element.
Yeah, yeah. And also that area under the eye is, I personally, even though there's no there's no oil glands under there, but I sweat from the eyes.
I sweat from everywhere.
But then it's like the perfect little bench for sweat to sit in when it starts to come down from your forehead. So agreed. What I had written again that the It Cosmetics, like it's hardcore stuff and it's not
hardcore.
That's the thing.
You've
got
to warm it up and really, but it does look very good from when you apply it, and then maybe a few hours later from a meter away.
Yeah, true.
But that's maybe just me.
Yeah, you kind of can't necessarily get something that's natural
and flawless and hydrating.
Absolutely not. A lot of these throwback brands, when I was thinking about this, one that I used to use all the time when I lived here in Sydney, and it's so humid, is the Urban Decay. They have
the all-nighter?
Yeah, it's like an all-nighter concealer, like eyeshadow primer. It has a little wand.
Oh, the purple.
Yeah, yes.
But you wouldn't use it under your eye, would you?
Yeah. You can use it all the way around. You can use any kind of eyeshadow, not one that's coloured, obviously.
No. Oh, wow. I never thought of that.
So you can use that one. And also MAC have a really good like under eye eyeshadow primer. They're like
you're blowing my mind here. I've never put it under my eye.
The Urban Decay one's $51 and the MAC one's around a similar price point. Or just use, like, if you're using a primer already,
yes,
and it's not super fragranced or whatever, just bring it up under the eye.
So agree.
Yeah, and then we've touched on the concealers. They have an illuminating one.
Yeah.
So there's the illuminating one.
one.
Yeah. So there's the regular, which is just the flat full coverage, and then there's illuminating.
But the flat full coverage is still juicy, like hydrated.
Yeah,
it doesn't
and they're
set
both
to
waterproof, so it just helps with that sweaty under eyes.
It does.
And then with the powder. I also said like a fluffy brush or one of those little or you fold a pressed, what do you call them? Like a flat,
like a puffy
powder puff thing.
Yeah,
sometimes
you can get those teeny tiny ones.
Yes, or fold it in half.
Oh, clever.
And like use the corner in there to press, just a tiny bit. But the other advice I was going to say is to use less product.
Absolutely.
Because less product to move, to slide.
Yeah.
But I just need to know what Liz does for a job
do now.
but I hope that helps.
One other thing, because I was trying to think how often I set with a powder. You know what I've been doing now? I mean, summer's over, thank goodness, but it's still quite humid. I haven't been using a hydrating like setting spray. I've been using like the Milani lock it in. You just close your eyes and actually do your eyes.
Yeah,
and
true.
it locks it in under the eyes as well. Lots of people avoid their eye, but I'm like, no, because powder just looks powdery on me. I would just use a clear setting mist and make sure it sets my under eyes as well.
And you could even take your fluffy brush then.
Yes.
So you've like sprayed, let it sit for a bit and then use your little brush or even just your finger again to like
pounce,
press
as Kelly would say.
Yeah, pounce, tapper.
Liz, please tell us what you do for a job. We have got all sorts
Send us a photo from the zoo if that's where you work, please.
Please do. And also let us know how you go and if you find, a unicorn. There was one on a Reddit thread that I was so deep and it had such amazing reviews. Spent 30 minutes filling my cart. It was all in AUD, did it only shipped to America and Canada.
Oh.
So if there's any UBs in America and Canada that want to spot me some postage, I'll pay for it.